Good afternoon, good people. I think there's a bit of light here that is coming through. Let me just close the curtain. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's better now. Yeah, I think it's far much better now. Okay, all right. Good afternoon, leaders. Good afternoon. This is Tinyiko Motileni, live from South Africa. Yeah, there's something wrong with the lipstick that I've put today. It is on my teeth. But anyway, they don't prevent us from talking. All right, this is Tinyiko, live from South Africa. I am your leadership specialist for women who are leading in the male-dominated industries. I am passionate about the topic, guys. I love the topic. I love the helping women who are struggling in the male dominated industries. It's time for them to level up to their position and stop the struggle. Okay, so we, as the people who have walked the road, remember they said there's a saying that say you need to ask from those who walked the road. So we are the ones who have been, in this journey for a long time. And that is why I am talking to you. I am sharing my knowledge. I am sharing my experience with you so that you don't repeat the same mistakes, so that you understand this industry. Okay. I think I must just switch off this light. Yeah. Okay. It makes sense now. Okay, so that you can understand the industry, so that you can make sure that you don't do the same mistakes that we did before. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the famous saying. The famous saying from the matured old males. I've heard this saying for a very, very long time. So many times in my life, I've heard this saying from old matured subordinates. So I laughed some of the times, when I hear it, because it was so overrated in a way that I don't know why would a person go to such an extent, to say those words. Okay. So our famous saying is that I've been doing this job before you were even born. So I heard those words when I was 22 years old. When I joined the industry, I was like, you were doing this job before I was born, when I give you instructions, because these famous words would come out when you give a person instruction. It's a resistance to change. It's their way of resisting change. The old matured males that I worked with before. Okay, so they didn't want to hear instructions from me. They didn't want to take instructions. They didn't want to listen to me. Like they would say all sorts of things, all sorts of saying, just to make sure that I feel bad about my position as a female leader. So it was this other time where I think it was my second job, or my yeah, I think it was my second company. Then I went there when I was training as a leader at the time. And then I went to an older guy. I like to call them matured, because they don't like us to call them old. So I went to this matured guy. He was extruding. He was an operator, an extruder operator. Then I went to him and then I said, um I remember I called him father. I can't remember his name, but I said, Father, you know, um, we need to change the diebox. And I explained all the process of whatever of what I needed him to do. Then I explained the instructions. And that guy, that old matured guy, looked at me and he was like, you know what, ne? You are not gonna come here and tell me those things, because I did this job before you were even born. I was like, what? And that time, believe me, I was in my early 20s, 22, 23. I was just, entering this leadership thing. And I was like, I didn't expect that from him. And I was stunned. I was shocked. I was like, what the hell? I was amazed that an old guy like him can tell me those kind of things. I started asking myself, did I disrespect him? Or did I say something wrong? Or, I asked myself so many questions. But at the end of the day, I was like, because he kept on saying those words, every time he kept, and I was like, this one I need to solve. I have to solve this challenge and permanently. So I had to come up with a way to make him feel like whatever that he's doing, he's not making me a favor. It is his job. So then one day I decided to tell him, I like, you know what, Father, you've been here for a long time, ne? And lucky enough, they at that time the company was wanted to retrench people. So I was like, you know what, ne? Talking about luck meeting opportunities, that was my luck day. So I was like, Father, I think you are eligible for retrenchment because you've been here for a long time and you don't know the new ways of making bricks. And on the third thing, you don't want to learn. So that means you are eligible. You are a very good candidate for retrenchment. So I need to put your what you call your name forward for retrenchment. Guys, I that old man never understood where was that coming from. He never understood. I'm sure he asked himself so many questions, like this young black female leader. What the hell is she thinking? What is she think? What does she think she is? So after that, I was called for a disciplinary inquiry, as always. The unions. I was so used to the disciplinary. I mean, the grievance, not the disciplinary. The grievance hearing. I was so used to those grievance hearing that they never even shift nothing in my in my head. So I was called for a grievance, and then I was told that I disrespected the man, and I told him that he's gonna be retrenched and blah blah blah. Then I put my story forward. Lucky enough, the chairman was viewed the whole situation according, fairly. Let me put it in that way, fairly. And he was the guy was told that no, you cannot say that she's your manager, you need to do the job and blah 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 and everything and blah blah blah. And then to make him feel better, I was like, yeah, they were like, you were supposed to tell him in a nice way. And I was like, I'm tired, guys. I'm tired because I've been carrying all this burden of your guys. I'm talking to the union now. I was talking to the union and I was like, I've been carrying this burden of your guys telling me things that are not right. And I was keeping quiet for a long time. So now you need to tell your guys to stop disrespecting me. Oh, that day, guys, I was very angry. I was so angry. I don't want to lie. But the gist of the matter is that the guy heard me, the union heard me, and everybody understood how I felt that day. They they were like quiet, and everybody understood my feelings. It was the time where I could pour out, all these things that have been happening all the time. I think I was a bit tired. I got to a point whereby I was tired and I wanted this thing to stop. So I told the union guy that you must call a meeting, you must make sure that you talk to the guys and blah 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 and all those things. From that day, from that company, I never heard somebody uttering those words to me again, those famous words to me again. So it's very important that a person thinks before they say something. Let's say he's got a daughter who's going to work in the male dominated industry, would he be happy when that daughter is being told those famous words? He won't be happy, but he wants to do something wrong to another person's daughter. It's not right. It's not right, guys. You like, some of the things need to be stopped. It's not a big deal to take instructions from a younger person. It's not a big deal, especially if you've been in the industry for a long time and you need, there's a thing that's a saying. They say experience is nothing without education or new knowledge, and also new knowledge is nothing without education. Okay, so education need to meet experience, then you become the best. That is why you need to develop yourself all the time. You have to develop yourself when you are a leader, and you must develop your subordinates as well. So it's important for you to catch the new knowledge all the time, so that you don't sit back and stay in the past. Because when you stay in the past, then you are hindering some other people's progresses. So that was my story about the famous saying, I was here before you were born. I laugh out loud when I remember those famous words. Okay, thank you guys for joining me. I'm about to go to my coaching class at the moment. So if you want to be part of my coaching services, please send me an email, and then you will be part. I'll send you the proposal if you want the proposal for my coaching services. And then I've got a masterclass that is coming for leadership on the 1st of October. It's for difficult employees. Time of the year, you tend to have difficulty in managing employees because their psychology has changed, especially in the manufacturing and the mining industry, because they don't see their uh, primary families, all the time, constantly. So please make sure that you sign up to that masterclass. It will help you to manage the difficulty that you will be facing nearing the year end, because of the employees think so many things. So if you want to be part of it, send me an email as well, and then it's on the 1st of October 2022. Okay, thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Have a great day.